Penny Candy.
Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Penny Candy. I'm your host Damian Nova, and today we are doing a new unboxing video. I haven't done these in a while. I think I must get back into doing these because I really haven't had a chance to really buy myself much of anything, because lately I've been focused on my show with my band. Follow them in the description. The focus has been doing the show instead of trying to just buy myself some stuff. And as you can see, I'm a collector of many things. I've been eyeing a few things on a website called Iron Studios, and they generally sell your statues for comic book characters, movies, stuff like that. And I'm really trying to get more into statues than action figures, because Hasbro has been getting on my nerves with Marvel Legends. I have hated what they've been doing lately with the Marvel Legends line. So, and statue collecting is something I've always been wanting to do, but it always was out of reach for me financially. But now I'm in a place where I can start collecting statues more, and I've been eyeing quite a few of them on Iron Studios, and they sell out fast. So when you see one, you kind of got to get it when you see it. Otherwise, you'll never see it again. And if you do see it, it'll be on eBay for triple the price. I already got Batman Returns Catwoman from them, and it looks fantastic. Now, the way this one came was it came in pieces. I had to put it together, kinda. It wasn't really a puzzle. Everything sort of sits in by magnets. So the cat, for instance, it's a little thing on the bottom, and there's a hole here for the cat to sit in, but it's also magnetized. So boom, and it sits right there. And it's very sturdy. It's one of the heaviest I've ever had. And this is my first Iron Studios statue. So I'm actually really excited about this one. She's gorgeous. She looks like Michelle Pfeiffer. This is the Catwoman I know and love. Now, I love Zoe Kravitz Catwoman too, but this is the one that I had my nerd awakening with, and a couple other awakenings. Now, the other one that I bought, I will be unboxing today, and the one that I decided to get from their X-Men line was Bishop. Now, Bishop is one of those characters that if you find anything by Bishop, it comes in a box here. If you find anything by that says Bishop on it, that looks like Bishop, great, because they really don't make enough product of it, not even just Bishop, but of their black characters. So Iron Studios made this Bishop statue that I'm so excited to open. This came in a box, like they boxed this in a box. And it had bubble wrap around the box. So they're very, very careful about the way they send things, and they send them pretty fast. I maybe had to wait a week for Bishop, and that's unheard of for most things these days, unless you get them on Amazon, which, next day. Iron Studios goes through FedEx, so warning about that if you live in an area where your FedEx is trash. So again, a box within a box, a box within a bag within a box. That box looks great. It's almost something you want to keep. I don't know why they put it in such a nice box, but it's a really, really nice box. The one thing about some of the other ones I've gotten, they put them in this sort of cheap plastic stuff because they are a cheaper material. These, I'm not really sure what they're made of. I mean, it's called Iron Studios. Maybe they're iron, but they're heavy, and they have a lot more, I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's going to break if I drop it. Box within a box, within a crate, within a box. Very good. It's a lot of waste for a statue, but hey, what can I say? I probably can use these boxes for something else. It is always best to use an X-Acto because you never know what you're going to cut into, and the shorter the blade, the less likely you are to damage whatever it is you purchased. Okay, so this came in pieces as well. Here is the base for it. It looks like it's a part of a set. So it probably is, because some of their X-Men figures are connectable. And what I mean by connectable is that every figure, the base fits in together, or they have the big, what's it called? The Sentinel, where you can attach these characters to the Sentinel instead of just having their own base. I like the idea of it having a base and being able to be connected to a larger diorama. So this looks like maybe, I don't know, looks like the X-Mansion was exploded or something. And on the bottom they have the stamp of approval of everything, like this is theirs, Iron Studios. Bishop's hand, Bishop's hand and his gun, which is iconic. And much like the Catwoman, it actually comes like an action figure. So her whip is removable. I don't really know why you would want to remove the whip, or why you would want to remove the guns, maybe to change them out. Not sure. Oh, I see. Okay. I was going to say. Okay, so here's Bishop without his hands. This is 90s Jim Lee Bishop. So, it is what it is. See the little hole right there? And then they have the thing on the bottom. And he fits right inside, which looks fantastic. I never thought I would have a Bishop statue because it's so hard to find anything for Bishop. So the gun, his backpack, the free gun. Again, for some reason, I think this is silly. There's no reason to have the gun free. He's not an action figure. So to have the gun free, and it goes in just like that. So, insane. Okay, whatever. But to have the gun free, I guess gives you the option of having a gun or not having a gun in the back, which it's Bishop. He needs to have the gun in the back. So I don't understand why that's a feature. And the attachment's kind of flimsy. So that's one part of it I really just don't get. Then his hand, which do not knock these over because they will fall apart. The thing is I don't think they'll break. So this is definitely his right hand. I get this. I get why this came separately, because if it came and it broke, this is dead. It's dead, because if his hand is not there, it doesn't make any sense. So I get it. It's not as magnetized as the cat on Catwoman's statue, but it is magnetized ever so. If you want it to stay, of course you can glue it. I would recommend gluing it if you know you're going to be moving it around a lot. Not real sure why the hand needed to be separate when you could just attach the gun, or maybe have a different gun that you can attach, like this one. Hello? Make the hand different and then just attach. I don't know. That's silly. Then you have this other hand, which shows off his powers. Which is kind of beautiful. The molding on that is gorgeous. And the color is perfect. Very 90s. And again, hand. He came with no hands. If they gave us multiple hands that did different things or held different guns, or maybe this one was just all power and it was like drifting off in the back, like back here, I could see it really making sense. This one especially. That could have come in the box. This one kinda, because of the big gun, and if it's in the box it could break, but this one... Okay, so there's Bishop. 90s comic Bishop is probably the best way to go for a statue. There are many other forms of Bishop that I really, really like, and I wish they would explore more, but this is mullet Bishop, and this is the Bishop that everybody knows. This is the Bishop that everybody knows from the cartoon. This is the Bishop people are going to want to buy. Now, if they ever put out like an X-Force Bishop, or, you know, Marvel Now Bishop, or even like Future Bishop with the X over his eye and all that, I'm into that as well. But this one is a great start for my Iron Studios collection. I think the molding is fantastic. The color is perfect. It's not too blue, even though it is comic book blue. It is not blindingly blue. Although Bishop's blue in the comics was a little different from, say, Wolverine's or Jean Grey's, but it's definitely the X-Men suit. It is the basic suit with Bishop's stuff all over it. I do recommend this. I recommend it for people who do not have children, though. If you are an Iron Studios collector, do not order these if you have little children. They will take them apart and they will play with them. And at the price point of Bishop, especially, because Catwoman was like 130, Bishop is 170. Do not let your children play with this. It is not a toy. It is a statue, and it will Hello? You will never find his hand again. And kids don't lose things on purpose. Sometimes it's just a mistake. It's not their fault. They're kids. They're stupid kids. And now, if you're going to buy the ones at the price points that are $500, $1,000, absolutely keep them in a case. I am more about keeping mine shelved because I don't have children. If I had to grade this Bishop, I would give it a B+. The only reason that I'm not going to give it an A is because of the removable hands. I think that's silly. I do not understand why these things come in pieces, especially if you're trying to create something that's supposed to be a little bit more sturdy than your average statues that you can get from GameStop. I give an A- to the Catwoman for the same reason. The only reason I give an A- is because the Catwoman feels more sturdy, and she's Catwoman. And that's it for today's unboxing. I hope you enjoyed. Comment, like, subscribe. Make sure you go visit Iron Studios and see what they have and something you may want. They have a ton of stuff, but they also have a ton of stuff that is sold out. But they're good about replenishing. So keep your eye on the site. It is one of those places where you just got to keep refreshing sort of every month just to see what they have up. They also send out emails that are very, 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 very specific about the things that they have redropped on their site. I think it's one of the better sites to get your statues from, especially if you're one of the collectors. The price points are decent, and it's definitely going to be what you want it to be. I have had no issues yet. So thanks a lot. See you next time.
Penny Candy.